Hey food lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a spring vegetable trio, which I'm very excited about because I love spring vegetables. Mostly I'm steaming an artichoke, so this time I'm going to roast one because I've been inspired by my friend Tessa. Roasted carrots with a different kind of topping, and bucatini with lots of lemon and fresh snap peas. Normally I make an artichoke just as its own side dish, but today I wanted to do something that kind of celebrated all of spring. So there's a lot going on, so make sure that you're paying attention to the ingredients below. We're going to start also with a breadcrumb mixture with a garlic butter that we're going to top or toss with everything. It's my favorite condiment. It goes well with pretty much everything. So we're going to stuff those artichokes with the breadcrumbs. We're also going to toss the carrots with the breadcrumbs along with shallots and olives. I am a huge fan of olives. The green olives that are in the can though, not the jar. Make sure they're not marinated. And then lastly, we're going to be making bucatini, which is my favorite pasta type, with lemon and fresh basil and snap peas with a really nice garlic lemon sauce. That is also, we're going to top with that breadcrumb as well. So we're going to start by chopping up all those carrots. Make sure that they're pretty much of equal thickness, so that way they are cooking at the same time and we don't burn the smaller ends. I went with rainbow carrots because I love that color. Look at that purple with the orange. It's just gorgeous. Then we're going to zest and juice a couple of lemons since we use lemon juice in a few of these recipes. Also, this recipe trio is kind of intense if you're not used to doing multiple things in the kitchen. So I'm going to show you how to make all three at the same time, but you can easily cut these up and make them separately. After we juice the lemon, we're going to chop up some shallot. I really like shallots because it's more of a milder kind of onion. It's not super intense, and it goes really well with a lot of vegetable dishes. So after you slice that up really thinly, you can also use a mandolin, by the way. You don't have to use a knife. We're going to be working on our breadcrumbs here. So Italian seasoned breadcrumbs in a bowl with grated shaker cheese, and mix that up. And then we're going to cut our artichoke, slice the stem, slice the little top off. Make sure that you're covering that with lemon juice. They do brown very quickly. And then we're going to remove that middle choke, which is kind of a pain. You want to remove those purple little smaller leaves in the middle and the fuzzy choke. I use a little paring knife to remove that because it doesn't just pull easily. More lemon juice, making sure that doesn't brown. And then after we're done with our mise en place, we're going to melt some butter in a skillet. We're going to add minced garlic, which you saw I used some that's in a squeezy tube. You can also mince your own. Make sure that's nice and combined and stir around for about a minute until it really starts to smell garlicky. Then you just want to dump in your breadcrumb mix. You want to toast that. It takes about 3 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure that you're constantly stirring it. And then put it in a bowl to reserve. You can do this at the top of the week, have it in your fridge, and literally top everything with it. I know I do. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 425 as well. Now we want to rub those artichokes down with some olive oil, a little bit more lemon juice as well, and we want to start stuffing with those breadcrumbs. I had just made the breadcrumbs, so my fingers were getting a little burned here because I was dealing with the hot toasted breadcrumbs, so I was using a spoon to help me. But make sure that they're all filled with those crevices. Put cut side down, more lemon juice, more breadcrumbs. Add a little bit of water because we want to make sure that they are steaming on the bottom and cooking on the top. Also seal that tightly with foil. Toss those carrots around with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then we're going to start putting these in the oven. You want to roast the artichokes for 35 minutes and carrots for 25 minutes. Set 2 timers so you know when to pull those carrots out. Get some boiling water going on the stove to cook your bucatini. A little bit of olive oil and salt in that water. And then you're going to pull out the carrots. You want to add your Parmesan cheese, olives, and that breadcrumb. Toss it around, and we're going to pop that back into the oven. There we go. Alright, you want to roast those for another 12 minutes. Okay, and then when that pasta is ready, we're going to pull that off the stove, drain it, set aside. Also, do not forget to reserve some of that pasta water. That stuff is great. Alright, melt some more butter. We're gonna add garlic, shallot, and a little red pepper flake. That's totally optional. I really like a little bit of a spice, so you can also admit that. All right, lemon zest, juice, bouillon paste, a little pasta water as well, or you can also use vegetable stock. I like the bouillon paste because it's nice and salty. And then you want to add your snap peas. Oh, I said lemon zest twice. Really doesn't matter when you add the lemon zest, just as long as everything else is, in there to combine. Then you want to add your pasta, toss, add your shredded Parmesan cheese. Looking good. Make sure that you turn off the heat as well, just so that Parmesan cheese is nicely melty. Plate up your pasta, garnish with fresh basil if you got it, and more of that breadcrumb topping. It's fantastic on pasta, salads, soups. It really just goes well with everything. So you want to pull out your carrots and your artichokes, and when you flip the artichoke, pay attention to the amazingly browned lattice crust from that Parmesan that was in the breadcrumbs. Oh, just beautiful. I love this dish so much. I make it a lot of different ways and combinations, so I hope you do too. I also want to wish y'all a wonderful spring, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe and say hi in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!